Hello everyone, today I'm here to talk about Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I read this book because I really liked the show, and I'm pretty sure I found one of these at the little free library book things that are around the neighborhood where it's just like a book box and people can bring books and leave them there and take them, whatever, okay, yes. I really liked the TV series, and to be honest, I think the TV series is better than the book. And I think that because you get to know the characters a lot more in the TV series, they spend more time with them, and I feel like they just didn't in the book, which was really, really weird because it's a decent adaptation of the book. Like, I felt like it's been a while since I've seen the TV series, but I felt that they really did follow the storyline for the most part. There was definitely some different things at the end, but overall, the story structure was very, very similar, which made it sad that I liked I don't know if it was sad. It was just, you know what? Well done to the TV series. For example, you get to see Adam's parents more. He's basically the main child in the story. He is the main kid in the story. And you get to see him interact a bit more with his parents in the TV series than he does in the book, which makes it more believable what happens at the end. And once again, just gives his parents more character. And in the book, they're basically not there. So that was kind of meh. And it was just the same with all of the characters. I thought that they did about the same with the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, was about like samesies for what they did in the TV series and in the book. And I really like their depiction. Like, it's still a really fun book to read, but having watched the TV show recently enough, it was honestly kind of a drag to read the book. Because the TV show was just so well done, and whatever it added, I thought added a lot to the story and almost made it make more sense, especially towards the end. So Good Omens is still really fun though. It's well written, it's funny. There's like a lot of little commentary or a lot of little caricatures of people that are freaking hilarious. And if you haven't seen the TV series, I highly suggest reading the book and then watching the TV series. If you've already seen the TV series but still feel like reading the book, go ahead. Like I said, it was still enjoyable. It was just that maybe I watched the TV show too recently, so I was like, yeah, I already know what's going to happen in this book. Maybe that's just the reason why. But once again, I feel like you definitely get to know the characters actually better in the TV series than in the book. And there were more things tacked on to the end that I thought just actually like wrapped up the storylines a little bit better. But definitely check out Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman's Good Omens. Super fun, super clever. I get if you don't want to read Neil Gaiman since he's had some allegations come out of abuse against him, so I totally get that. But like, hey, Terry Pratchett's still the other writer of the book, so like I know he's passed away. But let's give some shout outs to Terry Pratchett then, if he wasn't a bad person, and hopefully he wasn't, because I haven't researched, so hopefully I'm not trying to give shout outs to a piece of crap. Maybe I should do my research before I do book reviews. Sorry, these are just like literally so book review based. I rarely ever go research authors. Even if I like them a lot, I just read their books. So yes, read Good Omens. It's super fun. It's super clever. Definitely if you know a little bit about Christianity and what's in the Bible, it's helpful because it is kind of based in Christian mythology, but I really enjoyed it. So check out Good Omens. This has been a short freaking review, and once again, forgot to think of a question because I always forget that I do questions at the end until I get to the freaking end of these. So this is a book about angels and demons. I was going to say, what's your favorite Angels and Demons book? I did enjoy Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. Favorite book that features angels or demons, or favorite movie. Like, I was super into Ghost Rider when I was younger with Nicolas Cage. Loved it. As a kid, I recently watched it as an adult, and I was kind of like, I don't know if it holds up as well, but it's still kind of entertaining, I guess. I heard it's nothing like the comics, but I've never read them, so yeah, Angels and Demons, the book, or Ghost Rider, I suppose. I've written a book about the devil and his kids, so I can't. Sure, I'll shout out my own book, like that's probably my favorite since I wrote it, Hasn't been published yet, but when it is, I will let you all know for sure. So yes, comment down below, do you have a favorite book, TV series, movie, whatever that features angels and demons, or angels or demons? Thank you so much for listening. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and you all have a great day.